There's a moment that doesn't get talked about enough. It doesn't happen at the start of a career. It doesn't happen when things are going well. It happens quietly, often after 15, 20, sometimes 30 years of doing the same thing. And it starts with a simple thought. Is this really it? That question is often the beginning of a second act. First, it's the realization. For many people, the moment isn't dramatic. There's no big event, no sudden decision, just a growing awareness that something has changed. The job is still there. The career is still successful, but the connection to it isn't the same. What once felt exciting now feels predictable. What once felt like progress now feels like repetition. Next is, sometimes though, the moment is triggered by something external. Redundancy, a restructure, a health scare, a change in family life, or simply watching someone else take a different path. These moments force a pause, and in that pause, people begin to reflect, not just on what they've done, but on what they still want to do. After this is the internal shift. What's interesting is that the real change isn't external, it's internal. People start asking different questions, not how do I get promoted, but what do I actually want my life to look like now? And often they realize something important. They still have time to build something new, time to try something different, time to create a second chapter. The third area is the conflict, but this moment also creates tension because on one side there's comfort, experience, stability, predictability, and on the other side there's uncertainty, risk, change, the unknown. That's why so many people stay where they are, not because they're happy, but because change feels harder than staying the same. Finally, the shift to action. But for those who do make a change, the first step is rarely dramatic. It's not quitting a job overnight. It's usually something smaller, a conversation, an idea, a side project, a realization that their experience could be used differently. Reinvention often starts quietly. So, the closing reflection. The important thing to understand is this. The moment you realize you might want something different isn't a problem. It's a signal that you've grown, that your priorities have shifted, that you're ready for something new. And for many people, that moment becomes the start of their most interesting chapter. Because as we say on the podcast, you're not finished yet.